While it's been more than 34 years since the crazy and kooky The Addams Family was first released in 1991, the film has endured as one of the most popular Halloween flicks. In this video, you will see how have the actors of The Addams Family changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1991, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Raul Julia as Gomez Addams. Born March 9, 1940. The Puerto Rico native appeared in the likes of Sesame Street, Tempest, Kiss of the Spider Woman and Tequila Sunrise before his role as the Addams Family patriarch. Tragically, the actor died in 1994 after suffering a stroke at the age of 54. His death proved a shock for fans, but not for those close to him. The actor was secretly incredibly ill and had been battling stomach cancer for 3 years before his death. He had even undergone surgery for the illness. The actor sadly left behind his wife, Mirelle Poloway, and their 2 children, Raul and Benjamin. Judith Malina as Grandmama. Born June 4, 1926. Legendary actress Judith Malina played the lovable Grandmama in The Addams Family. Malina sadly died in 2015 at the age of 89. Over her life she was best known as an actress, director and writer who co-founded the Living Theater troupe with her husband, Julian Beck. The troupe was a radical political theater ensemble that rose to prominence in New York City and Paris during the 1950s and 60s. Christopher Lloyd as Uncle Fester. Born October 22, 1938. Christopher Lloyd truly proved the span of his acting range when he played the role of Uncle Fester in The Addams Family. Lloyd took on the role after his Back to the Future heyday and proved he truly is the king of wacky on the screen. Lloyd is now 85 and still acting. The actor most recently voiced the character Hacker in kids' cartoon Cyberchase and the film Nander Fodor and the Talking Mongoose. He is also married to American real estate agent Lisa Loyacono, 52, who he wed in 2016, as well as The Addams Family and Back to the Future. Some of Lloyd's most notable roles include in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Dennis the Menace and Clue. Now he is 87. Dana Ivey as Margaret Alford. Born August 12, 1941. The Georgia native is most known for her roles in Rush Hour 3, Sabrina, 2 Weeks Notice and Legally Blonde 2, Red, White and Blonde. Ivy has also appeared in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Sleepless in Seattle and Boardwalk Empire. Now she is 84. Jimmy Workman as Pugsley Addams. Born October 4, 1980. Jimmy Workman played the devious Pugsley Addams in The Addams Family. Despite his iconic performance in the film, Workman didn't progress into the acting world post-Addams Family. As a child actor, he did bag some minor roles in films like As Good as It Gets, Black Sheep and The Biggest Fan, but later retired. A little older, Workman decided to take his talents behind the camera, working in crew and among the technical staff. Quite notably, Workman's younger sister is Modern Family actress Ariel Winter, with whom he is estranged. Winter and Workman fell out during the actress' famous fight for emancipation from her mother as a 14-year-old. After he sided with their mother, Crystal Workman. Now he is 45. John Franklin as Cousin It. Born June 16, 1959. Franklin also appeared in Children of the Corn, Star Trek, Voyager, Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Fresh Off the Boat. He briefly retired from acting to become a teacher before returning to his roots in 2016. He's since continued acting and has penned young adult books as well. Now he is 66. Karel Struken as Lurch. Born the 30th of July 1948. Karel Struken played the gaunt and gangling house butler Lurch in The Addams Family. Struken is a Dutch actor and is best known for his role in the film, as well as for playing the giant and fireman in 90s TV series Twin Peaks and the occasional guest role of Mr. Home in Star Trek, The Next Generation. Now 77, Struken is still acting, and most recently appeared in the film class of '85 and The Eden Theory. David Krumholtz as Joel Glicker. Born May 15, 1978. David Krumholtz played Joel Glicker, the nerdy kid obsessed with serial killers who befriends Wednesday and Pugsley at the nightmarish Camp Chippewa. Krumholtz went on to star in 10 Things I Hate About You, the Harold and Kumar films, and on the television series Num 3 Rupees, which ran from 2005 to 2010. He appeared in This Is the End and guest starred on an episode of The League. Now he is 47. Peter MacNicol as Gary Granger. Born April 10, 1954, Peter MacNicol played Gary Granger, co-owner and one of the head counselors of Camp Chippewa. MacNicol previously appeared in Ghostbusters 2. MacNicol recently appeared in the films Battleship and Game Change, and guest starred on an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Professor Elliot Randolph. Now he is 71. Christine Baranski as Becky Martin Granger. Born May 2, 1952, Christine Baranski played Becky Martin Granger, Gary's psychotic wife and co-counselor at Camp Chippewa who helps torture Wednesday and Pugsley. Baranski currently stars on both The Big Bang Theory and The Good Wife, and will be using her years of stage experience for her role as Cinderella's stepmother in the film version of Into the Woods. Now she is 73. Mercedes McNabb as Amanda Buckman. Born March 14, 1980. Mercedes McNabb played Amanda Buckman, the snobby, obnoxious girl at Camp Chippewa who prides herself on being a model camper. McNabb also appeared in the first Addams Family film as a Girl Scout. McNabb went on to appear as Harmony on the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series and its spin-off, Angel. She also appears in the indie horror films Hatchet and Hatchet 2. Now she is 45. Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams. Born February 12, 1980. Christina Ricci's performance as Wednesday Addams is still one of her most memorable roles as a child actress. The actress was just 10 when the movie was filmed, and blew audiences away with her impressive ability to be as detached, dark and sardonic as the iconic Wednesday. She's since starred in Casper, Now and Then, Penelope, Pan Am, The Lizzie Borden Chronicles and The Matrix Resurrections. In September 2021, she appeared in Showtime's Yellow Jackets, later earning an Emmy nod for her performance. Ricci later landed a part as Marilyn Thornhill in Wednesday, Netflix's spin-off series about Wednesday Addams with Jenna Ortega in the titular role. Ricci married hairdresser Mark Hampton in 2021 and is also a mother of 2. She and Hampton welcomed their daughter Cleopatra last year, and she shares her 8-year-old son Freddie with ex-husband James Hierdigan. Now she is 45. Anjelica Huston as Morticia Addams. Born July 8, 1951. The accomplished actress had featured roles in Laverne and Shirley, This Is Spinal Tap and The Witches before portraying the Addams Family matriarch in The Addams Family and Addams Family Values. Anjelica Huston gave an iconic performance in The Addams Family as Morticia Addams. For Huston, who was 39 at the time, the chance to play Morticia was a dream come true. She also starred in Ever After, A Cinderella Story, The Royal Tenenbaums, The Big Year, NBC's Smash and John Wick, Chapter 3 Parabellum. Huston has an extraordinary film and modeling career behind her, and quite a tragic family and personal life. She had a fractured relationship with her father, who often lived and worked abroad, and eventually separated from her prima ballerina mother, Enrica Soma. During their marriage, both John and Soma had children with other partners. Tragedy struck Anjelica and her 2 siblings in 1969 when her mother died in a car crash in Dijon, France. The Material Girls actress previously dated Jack Nicholson before marrying sculptor Robert Graham in May 1992. In 2007, Graham fell ill with what was later diagnosed as granulomatosis with polyangiitis, a rare condition that causes inflammation of blood vessels. Just 6 months later, he passed away, completely devastating Huston. Now she is 73.